Hi everyone, it's Chenso from Reality Art Pod here to talk about the season premiere of Big Brother 27. This is my third season recap. We're so back. Before I dive in, I put links in the description to my playlist where you'll find all of the season's content, including my cast assessment. If you like the content, consider liking and subscribing. It's going to be a fun summer. You can also use my link in the description to try Paramount Plus for free, where you can watch the show and the live feeds. But let's dive into it, starting with a Thursday night segment I like to call
What's Julie wearing?
Ooh la la.
Julie is wearing a Grecian summer dress with an igloo peekaboo for that leg and a flirty shoulder out. Two Wilma Flintstone necklaces on her wrist. Julie's stylist is not the hardest working person in Hollywood, but they ate with this. Julie introduces us to Hotel Mystère and teases that there will be a maniacal mastermind, a secret accomplice, so many mysteries at Hotel Mystère. We meet our first 8 house guests. Farm girl and web designer Kelly shows us big ol' farm. She's a pilot who flies everywhere she wants. She is like Amelia Earhart, but located. Ex-baseball player and pastor's kid Zach is extremely flirty with his bat. There's a wild close-up on his crotch coming out of the shower. Was this directed by Ryan Murphy? Lawyer Ashley calls herself the Black Elle Woods. She says a man will be her biggest weakness in the game. Case closed. Riley is a professional bull rider. They show a lot of clips of him getting his butt whipped by that bull. He says Jesse was his favorite growing up. No comment. Insurance agent Amy is feeling herself walking around outside. She's a mom and a mamacita for 3 kids. She promises us that she's going to blow up on somebody. Okay, Amy. Carpenter Adrian shows us his home where he has a box of clocks and a bug collection. He's been practicing with a super legit wall comp in his backyard. Bridal stylist Lauren wants to open up her own design company. She's gonna hide that she's a super fan and wants to date a gentle giant. Cut to gentle giant himself, Keanu, who proves he's a nerd when he gets into Brittany, you are up next, wizard drag, and does a little voice. After some ominous word vomit from Julie, Zach, Amy, Adrian, and Kelly enter. Zach is first in, if you care. They explore the house, and we see there's a ticking time bomb. Amy is gooning over everything in the house, which overwhelms Kelly. Superfan Adrian, who was all about himself in preseason interviews, is still being all about himself in the diary room, but he's playing it cool in the house so far, as the other 4 players join them in the house. Zach tells us his boss said before he left, no simping over women, but he's simping over Lauren. Sorry, boss. Let's meet the other 8 players. Fine dining server and self-described raging feminist Catherine does a little kick. She's single and happy to stay that way. She shares that she lived between her parents growing up and basically raised herself, which makes her tough. Unemployed Vince has a better life than employed people. He spends his time juggling machetes. Life is but a dream. Event curator Mickey has a great day recording all of this, you can tell. First, she's strutting in the city, then she's riding a horse. She ate every part of this up. Jimmy used to work for the federal government. Now he works in AI and is ready to manipulate everyone. He's just gonna tell everyone he's a tennis coach. He looks up to Frankie Grande. Morgan is a competitive gamer and former D1 track athlete. She zooms away. Zay grew up in the Mormon church, but he left the church. He's an ex-competitive cheerleader. Don't worry, they make sure to objectify him. Will loves being 50. He's a college sports podcaster. He goes by Captain Will from his army days where he met his wife. They're cute. Ava shows us her aura portraits. Her art looks really good. She loves this hat. There's no part of this where she's not wearing that hat. I can't believe people are accusing her of being a bully with this hat. It's funny. So we get to the stage. Ava is wearing her hat, don't worry. Mickey, Zay, Catherine, and Jimmy are the next 4 to move in. Jimmy is loving Amy's vibes right away. She makes him feel at home. The other 4 join them, with all 16 finally in the house. Mickey is attracted to Keanu and Riley. She steals Riley's hat. Nothing says I own this man like taking his hat. Keanu and Zay love each other's bodies. Platonically, they're having a bromance. And Morgan is telling the others that she's just a model, not a gamer athlete. The bomb timer is still ticking down. And Julie points out the HoH relic that's on the table and artwork around the house. All very mysterious. As the lights go out, the HoH relic disappears. Where did it go? That was a crazy effect. And Julie is gone, leaving only her shoe behind. Has she been murdered?
She better not have.
The mastermind comes on screen. He talks like Jigsaw. He has kidnapped Julie and the relic, and they have to solve the clues to find Julie. Julie calls them and hurriedly tells them to split into 2 teams to find Julie and the relic. First is Team Julie. They'll have to build a puzzle bridge to race across a lava pit and listen to messages at each of the 8 doors. The messages are about what Julie was wearing tonight. One of the doors is telling the truth, the other 7 are lying. If they open the door that's a lie, they're eliminated from the competition. I would win this. They get started. We have Adrian, Zach, Mickey, Ava, Riley, Vince, Amy, and Lauren. Riley and Mickey are throwing the challenge, and Adrian copies Zach's work. Adrian even passes Zach, but Zach ends up getting it right. Julie is wearing those bracelets. Zach gets a big hug from Julie. By Julie's standards, she jumped Zach's bones. I loved Zach clowning on Julie as she did her up next spiel. It's refreshing to see Julie go in the house and have fun with the players. More of that, please. The other 8 house guests, Jimmy, Kelly, Will, Keanu, Catherine, Morgan, Ashley, and Zay, have to solve clues to find the right relic. If they choose the wrong relic, they'll fall through a trapdoor. So they're all just meandering around looking for clues. goes. Morgan is throwing, but everyone seems very confused. Keanu quickly picks up a relic and is sent to his death. Rest in peace, Keanu, Kelly, Zay, Will, Morgan, Catherine. And with that, we're down to our final 10 house guests. Just kidding, they're all still alive. Jimmy finds the right relic and wins the competition, so the day is saved. Later, Julie lets them know that Zach won $10,000 for saving her. Jimmy restored the power of HoH, and his reward is that only 4 people will be playing in the HoH competition, and he gets to pick who plays. He can even pick himself. So they get to strategizing. Jimmy wants to play and is looking for 3 other picks, with not a lot of the other players wanting to play. Actually, pretty much nobody wants to do it. Zay, Adrian, Keanu, Ashley, and Vince are down. Vince promises Jimmy safety, but hints to us that he may not honor it. Jimmy picks himself, Adrian, Ashley, and Vince to compete, so they head to the HoH comp called Destroy the Layer. They have to balance weighted cores on their BB blaster, then detonate it to blow that layer the hell up. So they get started. Everyone seems to be trying. Several players don't want Vince to win. It felt very obvious to me that Vince was going to win this, and he does. So Vince becomes the first HoH of the summer, and they casually obliterate the layer, which seemed like a really dramatic escalation in response to Julie's brief kidnapping. After the competition, Julie's back with more BS for them. I bet they're sick of her already. She lets them know that the AI arena is now a permanent part of the game called BB Blockbuster, so Vince will nominate 3 players and they'll be fighting for safety from the vote on eviction night. Julie's feed is interrupted by the mastermind. This guy's still at it, even with no layer. No layer, don't care. He introduces their new roommate, the Rachel Riley. Rachel shouts, "Floaters grab the life vests" at the top of the stairs. The other players are eating her up, chanting her name. I love Rachel. BB13 was such a fun season to watch live. I even named my frog Rachel Riley. Rest in peace, Rachel Riley. The frog. You were a good frog until you jumped into the sink. And another message from the freaking mastermind announcing that Rachel is officially in the game, but she's not the 17th house guest. One of them is the mastermind's accomplice. The accomplice had tasks to help them turn out the lights and let Rachel in. So the whole time, this accomplice has been doing stuff, allegedly. If the majority of them can guess who the accomplice is eliminated. If they go undetected, they'll become a real house guest. So on Sunday, we'll find out the fate of the accomplice. They're gonna basically play a round of the traitors on Sunday, which will be fun. I get the vibe from this and Jeff Probst's comments that CBS in general is annoyed with the traitors and want their players back. I don't think the accomplice will get caught. It just seems unlikely, and nobody saw anyone do anything sketchy, as far as we saw. This all seems like a way to get paranoia going. I want fingers pointing. I want them to sit around the kitchen table and have to vote face to face for the accomplice. And if whoever they vote for isn't the accomplice, they should be safe. Safe until jury. I said what I said. And I think the accomplice is Morgan. They showed a clip of her where someone jokingly said, "So you're the accomplice?" She looked panicked. But let me know in the comments. What did you think of this premiere, the many twists, Rachel's entrance, and who do you think is the accomplice? But that's all I have to say about this episode. If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing. I'll be back on Sunday to recap the next episode. If anyone's interested in joining a pool that I'm in, I'm part of D-Man's fantasy pool. Anyone can join. I put a link in the description for you to learn more. So come join. We never get to do stuff together. Until next time, you know where to find me. Bye.